Hello, dear Cancer. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are doing very, very well. Cancer, let's see how your energies will be at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and be able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Cancer. Cancer, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen. And I will be sending you all the information you need. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Cancer. Cancer. Let's see. This starts with the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Two of Coins, Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, Queen of Wands. Wow, I'm a bit surprised. The cards that have come out. Wow, Cancer. You've got some strong energies, haven't you? There's a very intense energy around endings here. And there's a rebirth energy too. There are also opportunities today, and that's what's important. But let's start analyzing your reading step by step. You have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, right? It's like the hidden energy of this whole situation. And precisely what that energy is telling you is, Cancer, let's regain confidence. Let's regain magnetism, inner security. Start attracting. Let's connect with creativity. What I feel is that even though the spread has some tough cards, there are difficult energies right now. I feel that, Cancer, you have the strength needed to face all of this, right? And I feel that you have more strength than you think. Okay? It's like I get the impression that this Queen of Wands is telling you, Cancer, you're ready. You're ready to shine again, to reconnect with that magnetism after all these challenges. That's why I feel very strongly that this reading right now is guiding you to reclaim your power. I mean, that's kind of what it's about, right? The recovery of personal power. If we start here at the beginning of your reading, what we have here is an energy that has to do with loneliness, right? Sometimes it's tied to insecurity. It could be a financial concern or feeling undervalued. It could be that many Cancerians are coming out of the past few months, right, where they felt too much emotional burden. And here a truth comes to light and clarity emerges. This is a revelation. And it's like there's something here that is understood, right, in a definitive way. It's an energy that cuts through confusion, through illusion. And what clarity brings is stability. What we have here is steady building, step by step. So Cancer, I think you are coming out of a stage of uncertainty to be able to build something much more solid here. This security will come through mental clarity and the decisions you make. If we go to the center of your reading, it's a very emotional row. Why? Because here we have an energy of emotional opening, right? Of healing. I feel it very strongly, like there's something that's healing. There are new feelings, there are new emotions. It could also mean the heart's rebirth. But before the rebirth, here comes an ending. And this has to do with a situation that reaches its limit, right? Like this has to end. An emotional wound is closing here. Maybe this has to do with some disappointment. If you've come from a breakup, some distance, some disappointment, or it could even be a grieving process as well. So what it seems to me is that your heart is trying to be reborn after a deep hurt. Yes. I mean, what I feel is that you're in a moment of liberation from a pain that had been building up. But notice this Ace of Cups, right? What it shows is that after this closure, it's like the flow returns. Love starts to flow again. Positive emotions. If we look here at the outcome of your reading, yes, there's a challenge here, right? Because we see that Cancer, I feel like you're handling a lot of things at the same time. And these could be decisions you have to make, changes. And this requires adaptability on your part, flexibility. I feel like you're here defending a position, also learning to set boundaries and not to back down. Why? There are conflicts here. You might be having friction with someone, maybe a complicated or difficult person. There could be power games with someone else, competition, a battle of egos. So I think, Cancer, what this energy is telling you is choose your battles. I mean, not every conflict is worth investing your energy in, right? I feel like there are situations where winning means you walk away. I mean, you make that decision. Is it worth it for me to clash in this situation, or to lower my vibration, or to have to confront this person, right? If we analyze your columns, in the first column, we see a lot of your emotional state. And notice that there's an evolution, because here you can see clearly this is a sense of lack. Here there's an opening, and here there's an adaptation. This is what I feel. It's like what seemed lost for you, Cancer, is going to start to renew itself here. It's as if the heart is reorganizing itself. It's like there's an emotional recovery underway, and you can feel it. If we go to your central column, I feel like it's the column of decisions. Because a truth appears, and then definitive closure comes. And finally, here you defend your new position. So it seems to me, Cancer, that here you are making an important decision, one you won't allow yourself to go back on. No one is going to make you doubt this. And in the last column, it has a lot to do with relationships and connections, right? It's like here it shows that there is a situation that progressed slowly and maybe ended up causing a bit of pain or perhaps disappointment. Also, maybe this has to do with conflicts, right? That come from unmet expectations or promises that have. But what is this teaching us, right? Not to insist on relationships where the wear and tear outweighs the growth. It's like a loss of energy, right? Not to insist if nothing is going to grow there. It's like throwing seeds on land, on soil that isn't fertile. In general, I see, Cancer, that you are in a moment of very deep emotional transformation. There's a lot of cleansing in your reading. There's a lot of closure, but there's also recovery, okay? I think you're experiencing an awakening too. Because you are being given strength, you are also being given clarity, and you are also being given healing. There is something very important that is coming to an end in your life. And I feel that there is something that is leaving, something that no longer resonates. It no longer resonates with you. So I get the feeling that this reading is very much connected to the recovery of your self-esteem and to an emotional opening. Let whatever needs to be revealed reveal itself. You are making space for something better in your life. Don't hold on or cling to something that may have already served its purpose. Trust yourself again. Trust yourself, your worth, and your confidence again. Regain your personal power. Mm. Cancer, let's get to your guidance. Let's go to the oracle. Let's see what your message is. For this moment, the dragonfly. Its keyword is change. And it tells you, I embrace my transformation. I let go of the past with courage. The magic of nature is within me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Dear Cancer, this is what we have seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.